All right. Welcome back to Whatever Wednesday, everyone, the show that I do where I provide you with channel updates between songs as well as recommend some music to send you on the second half of your week. Fair warning, there's a lot of housekeeping in this one, so if you're not really interested in that and you're only here for the music recommendations, you can go ahead and skip to this time code. But before that, what are we washing the first half down with? Today we got Highland Brewing Imperial Pines IPA. Since I was gone for 2 weeks, I needed to make up for it with an Imperial. Now remember, just one, it is a school night. So first off, the housekeeping. Some of you may be wondering where I was. Why did I not post it in 2 weeks after posting videos about how important it was for me to keep a consistent schedule? Obviously not going to get too far into what's going on in my personal life. Suffice it to say, there was a sort of internal family crisis, and it took up a lot of time, and then it took up a lot of emotional energy after the fact. So I didn't really have the sort of emotional fortitude to come on camera and act like everything was cool, because that's just not how I am. Anyway, that's for me to worry about and not for you to worry about. So let's get on. Now, despite not making videos, that does not mean that I was stagnant. I was still doing stuff. So we got a lot of housekeeping to get through today. Let's get through it. First order of business, I submitted a song into a lyric writing contest. I had found the website, americansongwriter.com. I don't really remember how I stumbled upon it, but they had a timer counting down for you have this long to submit something for the lyric contest. And I thought, it was 4 days, and I was like, I could write a song in 4 days. So I did. And they said, we won't know for a month who wins or if I win, but I'm not worried about winning. I just wanted to enter it. Anyway, I thought it would be neat to do. I have a PDF up on the Patreon. I do all my songwriting and stuff in my iPad in Notability. So I have a PDF of the original lyrics that I've uploaded to the Patreon. If you want to go ahead and check that out, that's up to you. Links down below. The song is called Coffee and Whiskey, and then in parentheses, Millennial Dirge. Second up, I made an Audius account. For those of you who don't know what Audius is, it is a decentralized application, otherwise known as a DApp, and it's a crypto-based streaming platform for music. So if you don't know what that means, I'm sure you've heard of Bitcoin in the news. There's a ton of other cryptocurrencies out there. The second most prominent under Bitcoin is Ethereum, and Audius is built off of the Ethereum blockchain. It uses audio tokens. Audio is what you'll get. Crypto's difficult to understand. I'm not going to pretend like I'm the guy who knows everything about crypto. This is a guitar channel, and I barely even know that much about guitar. So I'm definitely not the guy to be going to for your crypto news and information. But I thought it would be a cool thing to get into. As of right now, it's still pretty new, and they're not actually, paying anything for your streams. If you join and you put music up and people are listening to it, you're not going to make any sort of crypto at all right now. As far as I understand, monetization is coming, but it's not quite up to snuff. But the audio token that they use does exist. You can actually trade it in crypto markets. It does have a value. I think it was like $1.50 the last I looked or something like that, which is pretty good for a currency that's not really getting out there right now. But anyway, I just thought it would be a neat thing to try. So far, I've only have one thing that I've posted on there, and it was posted more as like a test to see how it worked and to see how the service was. It's a demo that I took from it's a phone recording. I recorded it on my phone, acoustic guitar, me singing along terribly, a song I wrote a long time ago called Junkman Sicko. And it's very much a demo. It's a blueprint of how that song's supposed to sound, but without, any sort of polish or finish to it. But if you're interested in that and you've ever wondered what my singing voice would sound like, it ain't great. But if you want to know, go ahead and check out my Audius account. I'm going to put the link below for that as well. Go ahead, click on that, give it a listen, tell me I suck. It'll be fun. Lastly, and if you're interested in this, if y'all remember way back, I had mentioned that I had put in a pre-order for a Supro Delta King 1-watt amplifier because I am doing this in an apartment, and that amp advertises itself as the best option for bedroom guitarists who need to quality sound at low volumes and blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to be putting that to the test. But I thought, I'm not really like a gear page, but I really would like to go through some of the gear that I have and talk about it and things that I like about it. So I think I'm going to start doing a gear up series where I just start talking about things I have. The thing is, I can't it's not going to be a review where I'm like, this is all the pros and I just use it. I like it. There's really no analysis to be had. You know whether or not you like something. You don't need me to tell you that it's good or tell you that it's bad. But I would definitely show you the things about it that I like, the things that I like to use it for. Pedals or amp or, what have you, the guitars, the way I like to use them, what I feel they're good for, the reason I own them in the first place. What do I do musically with this equipment? So I was thinking of doing another series, Gear Up. That one I'm not, because I'm definitely making a video about the Delta King, but I don't want to, it seems strange to do that and then talk about no other gear. And I did the one on the looper pedal, the Ditto looper pedal, so I could just kind of go around through the other pedals I have. That'll be the millionth video on Earthquaker Devices plumes. But anyway, if you're interested in that, if you think that's a good idea, I don't have a lot of gear, so that's not a lot of shows that I'm going to be able to do. But if you want to help with that, you can go onto patreon.com/thesadkingbilly, link down below, and become a patron, or by leaving a one-time donation at any of the links down below in the description. Thank you. That's a lot out of me, and we haven't even started the music recommendations yet. So we're going to try and get through this quick. If y'all remember, way back, those 2 weeks ago when I said that I had a video that I wanted to have out that Monday, if I could. As events transpired, I couldn't. But that day would have been March 8th. Man, it's been a while since I posted. Oh my gosh. It's 20th right now. Anyway, that would have been March 8th, which was International Women's Day. So what I had wanted to do was to make a video sort of going through the history of women in music and the contributions they've made to rock and roll, most specifically. But, again, I couldn't quite get that to come together as I wanted due to sort of internal circumstances, as I said. So I was kind of bummed about that because that would have been the perfect day to talk about that kind of thing. And there's a lot of female artists that I do personally draw inspiration from and like a lot. So, as it is, March is still considered, Women's History Month. So, it doesn't have to be locked down to a specific day. I was thinking perhaps closing out this week, this Wednesday today, and next Wednesday, the last Wednesday of the month, closing things out with 10 female artists that I think you should check out. Do my usual, Wednesday music recommendation shtick that I usually do, but it's all female artists. And most of the music I'm going to recommend is recent. I don't think they're all brand new. But I think the oldest that I'm going to recommend is only a few years old. Before we go ahead and do that, I do want to shout out the female artists that I've already mentioned. First and foremost, Palehound. I love me Palehound, and of course, she's in her new project Bachelor. So go check out Palehound and Bachelor. Joy Aladacoon, definitely go check her out. I'll put more links to their stuff. Not Bachelor because they only have the one song so far, but I'll put another Palehound song in the description. I'll put another Joy Aladacoon song down in the description. And Beach Bunny, one of the artists I featured on one of the, I think it was my second whatever Wednesday. Beach Bunny, I'll put another song from them down in the description as well. Just I don't want them to get missed because I certainly enjoy their music a lot. And maybe you're watching this episode, but you haven't watched those episodes. You should. Go ahead. There's other good music on there too. But if you don't want to, check them out. I'll put links to other songs in the description that I didn't recommend already. And we'll get on to this new batch here. We're going to split it up into two. I said 10 female. It's either female artists or bands that are female-led. But like I said, 10 of them. I'm going to split it up 5 and 5. So this episode, you're getting 5. Next episode, you're going to get 5 as well. And we'll close out Women's History Month with 10 total awesome female artists and cool songs to check out. First up, the lighting changed, but not my shirt. Weird. Might be filming this on a different day. Life's busy, Anyway, yeah. First up, this band is called, I keep wanting to pronounce it Alaska, because that's what it looks like. But I guess technically there's only one A in the middle there, so it's just Alaska. And the song is called Bees. On their YouTube page, they describe themselves as a 6-piece band that makes music to make out to and then cry about. I'm not positive that translates to this particular song, but I feel it. I really enjoy the chill vibe that this song has, very soothing flow, while lyrically being very existential and hyper aware of modern day trappings and the sort of facade that we all take part in, whether we do it without question or just through defeatism. So deep themes with chill groove. It's a winner every time. Second artist and song is a song called She's a Nightmare by Honeyblood. Honeyblood is the Scottish indie rock solo project of guitarist and singer-songwriter Stina Tweedle. Oh, I hope I pronounced that right. I should really learn to get these names before I start recording. According to the Wikipedia, this band used to be a duo with different drummers and singers. But the mainstay has always been Stina Steina. Man, I'm just gonna say Stina. I'm sorry if I got that wrong. The song has a bit of a mid '90s feel to it. I saw it described as electro rock. I don't know if that's correct because I don't know genres, so I don't know how accurate that is. But it's nice and good fuzzy rock. Third up is a band called Old Game, and the song is called Blue. The song's a bit heavier than the other ones so far. It's definitely more in the rockish, metalish type of area. It's a Pittsburgh band. This band has a pretty equal standing of who the front person is. Brenda Leeds is the female singer, and for a lot of the tracks on the LP that this song's off of, and for their previous album, sometimes she's the singer, sometimes she's not. So it seems like they're pretty even keel with who gets to lead on the tracks here. But she is definitely the lead on this one, and her performance and what she brings to the table is obviously what makes this song part of why it's so intense and so grand. Yeah, compared to the other two songs, this one has a bit more grit to it, but if you like that, then you'll like this. Now for number four, right? Yeah, I should really number these. We're going in the opposite direction with something a bit softer, at least at first. It's a song called Shoulders by Big Thief. You may have heard of Big Thief. They're not a small band, but they are, American indie rock band with folk roots based in Brooklyn, New York. All right. The lead for this band is Adrienne Lenker, who does guitar and vocals. This song reminded me of like a Pixies song. I like how it starts off very soft with like a very uncertain whimper, and it ends in this emotional thunder crash. It just feels like it's building as it goes, and it's telling a story that I hope isn't a true story because it's very sad. Super emotional and gripping if you listen to what's going on. And the music and vocals definitely complement the themes of the song. The whole album's great. It's quickly becoming one of my favorite tunes to listen to. It's really good. And last but not least, number 5, we are going with a band called Mowth, and the song is called Choking. Mowth is spelled Mowth, and because of that, every time I look at it, my brain says Meowth, like the Pokemon, but that's not correct, and I'm sorry for that. Of all these songs, this one sounds the most sort of like modern, in the sense that it borrows from like electronic music and modern pop in a way that the other ones don't quite. Mowth describes themselves on their band website as a female-fronted indie dance punk band from Salt Lake City. The energetic quartet combines catchy pop hooks with a punk attitude and riot girl grit. The band was formed officially in 2019 with members Rachel Clark, Jordan Clark, Callie Crofts, and Zach Bryant. And that's all you need to know. Song kicks ass. Go listen to it. All right, and that does it for me today. I'm sorry that the music recommendations is always the shortest part of the video. It's just I'm not good at really articulating what it is about music that I like. It's just that I like it. But like I said, you're going to have 5 more next week, all female bands, as we close out Women's History Month. Make sure you subscribe so you can see that when that comes up. I do music recommendations every week, so if that's something you dig and you don't know where to look for good new rock-based music, you subscribe here and I'll hand that to you each week. If you like this video, to hit the thumbs up. As always, don't share this video. If you enjoyed any of the music that I recommended, share their videos. Follow them on social media and all those things. Support them. You can also follow and support me if you want, but they're the ones doing the work and I'm just talking about it right here for now. So yeah, that does it for these 5. I hope you enjoy them. Stay tuned for the next 5 and I'll see you next week. Cheers.